Meeting Donald Trump, bro.
Oh, okay.
Talk about that, bro. How'd that come about?
Okay.
What was that like meeting the old DT, bro?
Yeah, man. He's a fucking tall fucker. Well, I'm only 5'10", so I guess everyone's taller than me. But
he may have been 5'11" or 6 foot or something.
Huh?
Is he like 6 foot? How tall is he?
He's like he's like 6'3".
Really?
Dude, he's tall.
Damn. Okay, DT.
Yeah.
All right.
So first of all, let's just say this. Yeah. I've been talking about Donald Trump being president since my first viral videos, you know, and everyone was calling me crazy. My whole career, everyone's told me, my whole life, you can't do it, you ain't gonna make it. Then I get making it, and people are telling me, you're an idiot. Okay, mother, well, just watch me do my shit. How about that?
Hold my beer.
Yeah. Like I was talking about Donald Trump before like all this like MAGA shit and like all the whatever. Like I was always like this dude. Yeah. You know. And listen, I've learned more now about politicians like and the government. It's like whatever. But okay, we'll just fast forward to how I met Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I just want to preface it like I was shouting out that motherfucker before. I don't remember seeing. In 2016, people shouting out Donald Trump, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I get a call from my buddy DC Drano. His name's Rogan. He's just like a big guy on like Instagram, and he's a Republican dude. He's like, hey man, because he knows me from all my previous content. He's like, you want to meet Trump? And I'm like, no, you fucking.
Right. Is this punked?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. He's like, well, he's gonna be in Miami, and if you want to meet him, I can set that up for you. And I'm like, because I was supposed to meet him at Mar-a-Lago, and it fell through. So DC found out about it and was like, I got you. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, he's got a rally. You're gonna go, and you're gonna actually get to meet him. And I'm like, okay, cool. So they send over all this shit. You gotta you gotta give him all your shit. And they vet you and do all that and everything like that. And I brought with my son and Justin Orick, who he runs the clothing.
Shout out
Justin Orick. He's been with me since the jump, since I started the social media.
He posted a picture the other day.
That was the first. I had like 11,000 followers when he posted that picture.
Yeah, that's dope.
It was like my first viral videos, you know, and so I send these emails back and forth, and I'm like, this isn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
So finally, I get the confirmation and everything. I book everything, go to Miami. I'm sitting there, and it's like time to go, and it's like this crazy ass traffic. We're driving, and everything's like got these big concrete blocks that you can't get through the main street. And I'm like, how the fuck? So we pull back, and we're like, hey, we're supposed to go meet Trump. They're like, who are you? They get this forklift and move these big ass concrete pillars, and we drive right down the main road that they got all these Secret Service cops, everything got blocked off.
Oh, wow.
They usher us right in, like they know I'm coming. And we park. And I get out, I'm standing in the back of the line. This woman comes and grabs me. She knows, she's like, I know who you are, come here. Brings me up to the front of the line, and we do all this stuff. They put the shit up on our wrist, take us right through security, go right to the fucking side stage. Our names are on the chairs, you know? And I'm like, oh, this is really going down.
Yeah.
And then I see all the Secret Service pull up, you know, and all these cars, and I'm like, and it's like an hour goes by, I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna meet him.
Yeah.
I just get to see him. So, okay, cool. It's going to be cool. And then all of a sudden, I hear them say, Adam. And I'm like, looking. They're like, come on. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, Taman, let's go. Justin, let's go. Yeah. So we go, and I'm standing there, and that's like Jorge Masvidal, Roseanne, that pillow guy, or whoever the fuck he is. And like Roger Stone and some other weird fucking people, some kind of decent looking chicks.
Roseanne though.
Yeah, Roseanne. So that funny story about Roseanne is I just went up to her real quick because there was people swarming Roseanne, you know, and I just went up to her and I was like, hey, I love you so much and you're gorgeous and you were like a big part of my childhood. I always watched your show because I don't watch TV, but I loved Roseanne.
That was one of my favorite shows. Yeah.
And she goes, what? Yeah, come here. She's like, and she's like, I was like, man, I wish you were my mom when I was growing up. She's like, no, you wouldn't want me as your mom. I'm a bitch. And I was like,
classic Roseanne.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And all these people kept trying to come up to her, and she kept shooting them off, and me and her just talked for like 15 minutes. And then finally they're like, all right, everyone, now come into this tent. So we go into the tent, and there's Secret Service. They're like, don't put your hand out to shake his hand. If he wants to shake your hand, he'll put his hand out. Don't touch him. Don't take pictures. Everyone put their phones here. Secret Service guys are standing there. It's fucking like, I'm like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
So then it's my turn, about to go up, and Jorge Masvidal's right in front of me, and he's with his kid. And they call him up and like me up. So like I'm on deck, he goes in, so I can see Donald Trump now. And Jorge Masvidal's taking pictures, hugging him, shaking his hand, doing all that shit. And then they're walking off, and Donald Trump wanted to take pictures with Jorge's kid. And Jorge's kid comes back, and he's like, and he's making all these, and Donald Trump's like just with his arm around him, like looking at him. And like,
I was in WrestleMania one time.
Yeah. So he's like, he's cool with it all. And then they're like, they called me up, and I went up there. And I didn't put my hand out, but he was like, he did the thing with his hand. And Donald Trump likes to grab you and pull your hand in, like for dominance.
Yeah.
Because I saw him do it to Jorge, and I see him do it on the news when he meets like people. He'll like pull your hand in, and I was like, that's not happening. So
you was prepared.
Oh yeah, for sure. So like I put my hand out to shake it, and I felt it, and I just stood like there and squeezed as fucking hard as I could. Yeah. And he's like, strong guy, you're gonna, you know. He's like, he's got his arm around me. He's like patting me on the shoulder. He's like, I know who you are. And, you know, I'm like, you know, I'm talking to him, bullshitting with him, and he's like, you want to take this picture? I'm like, yeah. So now he's standing there with his hand like this. And I'm just like looking around, like waiting for someone to tell me to take the picture. And he kind of like nudged me, and he's like, and I was like, oh. And so we're both have our thumbs up in the air, and as we take the picture, like that's how I wanted to take the picture. And then he's like, it's nice meeting you. I was like, bro, you have to win or we're fucked. He goes, I know. Like he did the thing. And
I got it.
And that was it.
That's great, dude. Yeah. What a great story, bro.
And then Justin and Taman met him right after I did, and they have a picture together. And I didn't really remember much of that night until I got back to the hotel, because it was just so like random and like surreal. Yeah.